Hello everyone, my name is Christian. Welcome back to Tekpon. Today our guest is Omar, the CEO and co-founder at JobPixel. Hello.
Hey, Kristen. Thank you so much for having me.
Nice to meet you. Please tell us what is JobPixel.
Absolutely. JobPixel is a video platform that allows you to collect, curate, and publish authentic content from a company's customers or employees to use that content to boost engagement, whether in workflows or web pages.
I saw you have two main verticals, recruiting and marketing. Can
Yep.
you tell us the solutions for each one and how do they compare?
Absolutely. It's honestly the same product, but kind of have different use cases. We allow you to collect video content. So TikTok style video content from people talking about their stories. So on the recruiting side is people talking about what their life looks like as an employee, a day in the life videos almost. And on the
Mm.
marketing side is people talking about a specific brand and its effect on them or a specific product, etc. It's really very simple. So think of us as TikTok, but for your website and workflows.
Okay, and if I have a customer, do I have to get them to the application to record a video or how does it work?
Yeah, our platform allows you to collect video from anybody
Mhm.
using a magic link. So I can send you a text message, I can send you an email, and then you click on that link and it will actually launch your native camera on your phone or on your computer or your iPad, and you'll be able to record your video, and then it will go into a central place where you can review the video, approve it, then use it to however you see fit.
Awesome. What did you say is the biggest problem that you solve with the JobPixel?
Really, yeah. So a lot of companies are trying to figure out their video strategy. How can we bring authentic video content to our world? But they just don't know how to do that. And they spend hundreds of thousands of dollars hiring massive video crews and people, and they end up creating extremely over edited, overproduced content that most people are not engaged by anymore. If you're on TikTok or one of those platforms and you
Yeah,
see a video that is overproduced, you tend to skip it, right? Because you're like,
yeah,
what are they selling me? What's this
yeah.
advertisement about? So
Exactly.
people are now engaged by something like stories. So we allow them to collect those stories and make them a part of their brand strategy. That's really the problem that we solve for them because it's really hard to do that manually right now.
Yeah, and something that's natural and transparent and doesn't seem like it's prepared. Yeah,
Absolutely.
so I
Correct.
totally agree. What did you say is your most loved feature?
The content collection for sure is the ability to easily send a request to anyone to get a video from them is something that a lot of people love.
I love to hear some happy customers stories.
Yeah, absolutely. So, we have healthcare is a really big one for us.
Hmm.
So we have a couple of customers, Arkansas Children's Hospital. They're a children's hospital that hires a lot of registered nurses. So they were able to send requests out to some of their current nurses talking about why they love Arkansas Children's. So they've gotten some really cool videos of people talking about why they love being a registered nurse for that hospital. And the videos came out really cool. And we always really love working with those specific clients. Another great example is Boston Medical Center. So they had videos from people in the PACU at the hospital talking about why it's awesome to work for a BMC. And we saw
Hmm.
that content and it was really cool to see that. And then they use that content to reach out to candidates across the web to show them what the culture looks like instead of a boring, job
Yeah,
description that is nobody wants to read.
that's awesome. So probably that's the new way to attract candidates.
Absolutely.
Awesome, awesome. And what is the pricing for your tool?
So we range anywhere between $1,000 to $10,000 a month, depending on the size of the organization we work with.
Hmm. How competitive is your space?
Um, it's not as competitive as it seems. There are some other tools that are out there, but they're either getting acquired or shutting down during kind of this downturn because
Hmm.
a lot of companies don't kind of create a budget for branding or authentic content right now. It's a growing industry, so you have to be extremely targeted in who you go after. So as we know, we're kind of the leader in this space on the recruiting side, at least. We have some other companies that are doing partial things, but not everything that we do in terms of the recruiting side specifically. On the marketing side, there's a lot of companies doing that for the D2C, whether it's product reviews, things like that. But we try to stay away from that world as much as possible and focus on the people stories more than anything.
Thank you for explaining. You
Yeah.
did great.
Yeah.
When did you start the company?
Oh, when did we start?
Yes.
Oh, yeah. So 2020.
Hmm. And how did you come up with the idea? Why did you choose to
Yeah,
solve this particular problem?
we just saw a massive adoption of video, whether it's TikTok and Instagram Reels. When COVID hit, people were just kind of sitting on their phones, absorbing content left and right instead of
Yeah.
reading. and realized that there's a huge opportunity in this space. The one that really sparked my interest was a video of a person that works at Sherwin-Williams. It's a well-known paint company in the US, where he was posting videos of himself mixing paint and showcasing how awesome it is to mix green with blue and purple, and showcasing their job. And in that video, all the comments were like, I want to work here now. I want to work here now. I want to work here now. And I realized, like, I wish somebody can make this a thing, right? How can we bring that to the hiring world and marketing world, but not necessarily on the TikTok platform, but actually on the customer's website and workflows? So realized that doesn't exist, so built it.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
Yep.
How big is your team right now?
12 people.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Do you have any co-founders?
Yes, my co-founder, Anthony Dewar, he was a part of a team called Bright.com. They sold it to LinkedIn in 2014 for 120 million. He spent 6 years at LinkedIn building a lot of their job ecosystem. So he is the perfect person to partner with on this product.
That's awesome. And have you raised any funding?
Yes, we have. We've raised from venture capitalists and angels. We raised close to $3 million.
Do you think you found the product market fit?
Absolutely, yes. Finally, we have. Yeah.
Okay. What has been your biggest challenge since starting the company, since 2020?
I think the early days were mainly just iterating around the product to make it extremely simple for people to understand the value and the ROI. So we started with a lot of like scattered all around industries, and we didn't know where we really fit. But then we found healthcare, manufacturing as really great industries, because what I like to call these industries are recession proof. They will continue hiring regardless of where they are, and the challenges of them staffing continue to keep going. So them spending money on Google ads and Indeed ads and things like that are not enough to attract people to their brands. So having that video content strategy became extremely important. And then we learned from our customers and continued iterating to make the product the perfect fit for those specific clients.
Super smart.
Yeah.
What has been your best growth tactic for gaining new customers?
Oh yeah, I mean our product is naturally viral because customers are making video content, then reposting it on different places. Mm-hmm. So we get quite a bit of other customers seeing, oh, this company is doing video, I want to do it too. So we get a lot of outreach of people saying, oh, I want to check this out, or I've seen it somewhere here, would love to chat.
Do you have your logo put on the video, or how does it work?
It depends on the client. It's really simple. If we have we have a floating widget that lets you embed video contents like an Instagram story, but for your website. Mm-hmm. If somebody looks at the code, they can easily find out if it's JobPixel or not. So that's also another
makes sense.
Growth hack. Yeah.
What is the vision for JobPixel?
Vision, yes, absolutely. To become the world's first enterprise user-generated content platform. The platform that allows companies to collect authentic user-generated video content, to use it in every workflow, in communications, and everything in between.
But how important do you think will be in the new era, let's say it?
Oh my God, we're extremely important. We're in the TikTok era now. So people don't want to read anymore. And you can see like people are trying to summarize things, even with ChatGPT. People are trying to summarize massive articles by having it to 100 words. And I'll ask you, Kristen, would you rather watch a 20-second video or read 150 characters?
Watch it, of course.
Exactly, watch the video. That's how people are. And the biggest thing is TikTok became a new search engine for people. How do I make a dish, or how do I fix my door, or whatever it is? There's a lot of things that people are doing and just using video content instead. Yeah,
it's fantastic for search. It has great results, especially for niche things. So yeah, that's fantastic.
Yeah, I think that's an opportunity, right? It's that's how you build a new market in a specific sector. B2B specific. If B2C has it, a lot of I believe in that concept of consumerization of the enterprise. We're people, right? So that's something that David Sachs from the All In podcast have talked about quite a bit, which is consumerization of the enterprise. You and I are both regular. We have apps on our phones and things like that. Why don't our enterprise or work apps also function the same way? Very easy, very simple flows, etc. So I'm seeing a lot of people actually moving away from, this massive system into smaller, easier UI UX systems, just because the user experience is much better. So there's a huge gap there, and creating a market for user-generated content in B2B, I think, is a huge opportunity.
Thank you for expanding on that.
Yeah, of
I'd
course.
love to hear your full backstory. So how you started your career.
My career, yeah. So I came as an international student from Jordan to the U.S. And I've been always fascinated by tech. I was recruited for a small project by a well-known social media company here in the U.S. To do a project for them in my college.
Hmm.
I saw how awesome it is to build features and lenses for cameras and things like that. So I just really I was like, this is tech is really cool. It's a really awesome way to be able to kind of sit in a seat, change some features, build things, and make people use it and like actually be really happy with it. So that's really what opened my eyes to tech, and built a small career in enterprise sales, and then I kind of stumbled into the JobPixel idea, and then never looked back ever since.
So JobPixel is your first startup.
We started a startup after college with some friends, which was kind of a fun side project. But JobPixel is like my like true like first
I
real
understand.
attempt at a
Yeah.
startup, yeah, for sure.
What's the best piece of advice for a starting founder?
Um, Understand your customers really well. Don't build a platform just because you want to build a platform. Like really understand what the problem is and what the challenge is, and build around that. Don't just say, "Oh, I have an idea that no one has done." Um, think of like your customer, your target customer, and iterate on their problem until you get them a really good solution. So doing really deep discovery when you're meeting potential customers, asking them a lot of questions is not a bad thing. That's a great thing. And also don't demo your product too early in calls. Wait, just keep waiting. Keep asking them questions about their problems to get them really enamored by the fact that they have a problem. So when you show them your product, they're like, boom, look at this. This is the solution to your issues. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. That's a good strategy.
Yeah.
I'd love to hear your favorite software, your favorite SaaS product.
It will definitely be Loom. I really enjoy Loom. I know the founders well. They're good friends of mine, and I absolutely love that product. It's a really awesome product. I use Loom a lot to share my screen and showcase bugs that I find, or share a presentation with a customer or something like that. It's a really good tool.
It's a complementary software to yours, right?
You can, I mean, we're very different. They're more about kind of messaging and communicating and sharing screens. JobPixel is more about like actual video stories of people.
Yeah,
We're very different products. We're not like, maybe complementary potentially, yeah, but I
yeah.
use it a lot in my day to day.
I think it's a perfect answer.
Yeah,
Seeing how much you enjoyed video.
yeah.
Is there anything else that you want to mention on the podcast?
Not at all. I mean, just keep working. Times are tough right now, but these are the times that people build the most awesome businesses. The biggest companies that have changed our world, Uber, Airbnb, etc., were built in 2008, 2009 era, and started in that time. So right now, this is not a time to be afraid. It's actually a really good time for you to go build, and there's going to be a lot of awesome opportunities for you in the next couple of years. Because hey, the economy goes up and down, so that's kind of the cycle. So you'll be okay, and everything's going to be fine. 2008 passed by, people lost their homes and things like that, and it's unfortunate, but everybody, most people came back up and built their lives all over again. It's just a part of nature of life, unfortunately, but hey, you'll be okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Thank you for sharing the advice, and
of course.
thank you for joining the podcast.
Thank you.